According to a new report from the Washington Post, there is chaos right now in Trump world, where his advisors, according to Washington Post reporters, are, quote, at war with one another and sometimes at war with Donald Trump himself. The reason is because Donald Trump not only keeps picking losers in the Republican primary races, but also, of course, because he's picking losers in very hotly contested must-win races. You know, it's one thing if Donald Trump were to go out there in a deep red district and back a lunatic incumbent. You know, let's just throw a random name out there. Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Trump gives Marjorie Taylor Greene an endorsement. That doesn't mean much of anything. A Republican's going to win that district. His endorsement, good or bad, is not going to have any effect on anything there. But in the state of Georgia, let's just keep it in Georgia for a moment. Let's say, for example, there's a hugely popular incumbent Republican governor running for re-election. Hugely popular with Republicans, I should say. A man by the name of Brian Kemp. Well, instead of endorsing Brian Kemp, Donald Trump has endorsed his primary opponent, a man he personally begged to join that race, David Perdue. David Perdue is not doing well. So Donald Trump, of course, is now finally spending his own money to run attack ads against Brian Kemp. So what's happening in Georgia, and this is one of the things, just one, that his aides are fighting about, he's bloodying up the Republican incumbent, right? He's running all these attacks on him. He's getting people in the state to turn against him. But he's not going to be able to get enough people to turn against him to really change the tide of the primary. So by the time the general comes around, the Trump supporters in the state of Georgia are going to hate Kemp so much that they're not going to show up and vote in the midterms. And Brian Kemp barely won the state of Georgia in 2018. He was Secretary of State at the time. He purged enough voters to keep Stacey Abrams out of the State House. Well, he's running against her again. And she is hugely popular. She's done a hell of a lot of work to get people registered to vote in the state of Georgia. So if Trump turns enough Republicans away from Kemp, Stacey Abrams cruises to an easy victory. That's just one race, though, folks. There's also turmoil about his endorsement of Dr. Mehmet Oz, his endorsement last Friday of J.D. Vance in Ohio, his endorsement of Eric Greitens, his endorsement of other people who have been accused of other forms of abuse against women, sexual harassment, sexual assault. Donald Trump keeps picking these horrible people in these races that Republicans know they have to win. Charles Herbster, by the way, is one who's been accused of the assault in Nebraska. But they don't know what to do because Trump, when asked about these things, says, hey, I'm a gambler, right? No, you're a moron. And that's what his aides want to drill into his head. If you want to be the kingmaker, stop picking idiots, stop picking losers. Because if all of these people that you have endorsed heading into the primaries and the general, if all of them or even most of them lose, that could absolutely kill your chances in 2024. And for the sake of this country, I hope that it does. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.